Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today to witness another scam that has happened in my own hometown. Well, not my own hometown, but in Christchurch is where I live. And a nice gentleman rang me from Wanganui yesterday, telling me that he had been searching the internet for information about scams, and he stumbled across my YouTube channel. And he said, "Do you know anything about such and such company?" And I went, "No, I don't." And he said, "Oh, I've lost money all over the place," he says. And I said, "How much money?" And he said, "Oh, you know." And I go, "No, I don't know." So eventually he said, "Oh, I lost 5 grand in one scam. Do you know such and such?" I've never heard of them. And then he told me, we got talking, and I won't tell you everything, but he's lost a considerable amount of money. We're talking 10 times 5 grand at least. And so I've been texting him, and I want to help him, and I want to help others, because there's a company out there at the moment which there's these tricks that people play on people. Now, this guy was on a sickness benefit, been in for an operation, some mishap at work, and literally got paid out. He got paid out quite a lot of money. All the money he's got paid out, he's decided to put it into a good investment scheme. And this is something I get on my desk every day. And it really does hurt me to hear it. I don't do this for fun. I definitely don't do this to scam people who've been scammed, which people accuse me of all the time, which is ironic. But I think every time I do a video, I might just save one starfish. I don't know if you know the story of the starfish. I absolutely hate this story, but I'm going to use it. A guy's walking down the beach and the tide's gone out, and all these starfish are in the sun, moving around in the sun. And this lady bends down, picks up, and throws the starfish into the ocean. And the person sees her doing it, says, "What are you trying to do?" So, "Well, you can't save them all, but I saved that starfish." And sometimes when I do these videos, I think I can afford a couple of hours of my time. But this one, what I want to do is I want to show you some of the telltale signs that I actually have when I'm just looking at something like this. Now, this is the website where someone who phoned me thought it was a safe place to put their money on the internet. This is just a website. This is not a company. This is just a website. And it's easy for me to say it with hindsight, but I look at hundreds of these websites every week. And I look at this straight away and I go, this is not a legitimate service where you hand over thousands and thousands of dollars. Swiss Guard is actually a legitimate company. And these companies are passing off their names. Now, if you went to swissguard.com, you'd find the legitimate company. And I don't even know if they are legitimate because I'm not familiar with them. But I'm assuming they are legitimate. But this company can go out there and register a domain name and call themselves swissguard.io. And all of a sudden, that gives them credibility. When you first look at the website, you can see the About Us page, Services page, How It Works page, Payments page, News page. That's on a different page. That's actually not on a different page. And look, Forbes, CNN, Bitcoin, CoinDesk, all the names you're familiar with. And in your subliminal brain, you are thinking that these companies have something to do with these things. "Oh, Ponzi Patrol, nice to see you here, mate. You saw me in Dubai, Bloomberg." "Yes, brilliant. Thanks very much. Nice to have you here, mate." Still busting these scammers. This guy rang me yesterday, mate, lost $50,000+ to this company. But when you look at this website, this is just a one-page website. This website is probably on the internet, I don't know, 100 times. They will grab anyone's silly little logo. Look at the logo. It's disgusting. It's not even a professional logo. So why would you trust this website? Why would you check for a consultant and then they take you into an area where you can log in with a password that someone gave you to go in there or create an account? And now we've probably, if we got rid of this, we could right click on that. We could probably go inspect source, and we'll probably see that that login screen is actually going off somewhere else. And there's all sorts of stuff that you could do in here to waste hours and hours of time investigating whether this login. So SwissGuard app, sign in. Google reCAPTCHA. I mean, surely Google could do something about a site like this. Surely Google could allow a site that's got a bad credit rating not to be able to use their bot services. I mean, surely, you think something like that. Anyway, let's not get distracted. So we go back to SwissGuard, and I come down here and I see this. Micro, standard, and trader. Premium. I literally have a database of all these people. So if I go to my database, I click on Zoom. No, I don't. I click on Melanote. And here I've got a list of website addresses. I think I just stuffed that up quite nicely. I did. I've got a list, getting twisted up already today. Here's a list of domain names. I'm not even going to play this game with you anymore. You're not being good. There it is. Here's a list of domain names of websites I haven't even bothered to actually have a look at. And it's just for shits and giggles. Let's just click on a few. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. We're just going to click on a few websites. Now, these are websites that were live, but they don't last for 10 minutes. So people keep giving me all these website addresses and ask me to check them out, make sure they're legitimate. And I go, yep, no worries. And then I put them in my list. And there's one that's still going. I think there's a bigger company. So I just go through here and I've got like EasyBot. That's a easy earn, hash index trade. Must clean up my list. So as you can see, I get like heaps and heaps of these domain names to do reviews on and have a look. And every now and again, I think, oh, I'll do it one day. So that one's broken, whatever that was. That one's broken. This one here looks really good. That's all in Chinese. It's going to make you a lot of money. But if you want to, you can come through here. You can look at all the claims, all these one-page websites. I think I can change it to English. Maybe not. English. Doesn't work. It's down for maintenance, but all got the same sort of wee boxes you can log into and give away your money. Easy earn advertising platform. Sign up. You sign up and you go to another wee box like that. And all these boxes that you see that ask you to sign up and enticing you to put your money in. Stop it. EasyBot, well, it's not actually theoretically a scam, that one, but you pay $1,500 a year and you can use their trading alert indicator. It's a scam. This one here's got taken off and now they're trying to sell it. Ultron, well, that's still going. I don't even know if that's a scam or not, but I have seen that around. I could put that into ChatGPT in 10 minutes and ask if it's a scam, and it will come back. There's so many red flags. I can feel the breeze from here. So you get the idea. They're a dime a dozen. So here's one here: cashflownft.net. It just looks scammy. I don't even need to look at it. It's a one-page website with a whole lot of graphics on it. Boring. At least do it. Get my site slice. Data analyst. I don't know. Oh, I do remember that one. So all these sites that I meant to one day review, this guy who owns this company is going to rip my head off. He said he's going to kill me. That's literally what he said when I was on a Zoom meeting. If it's the last thing he ever does, he's going to rip my head off. Okay. So back to SwissGuard. If it's got boxes that look like this, if it says that bonuses up to 30%, bonuses up to 35%, bonuses up to 50%, where does the money come from? There's no such thing. Stop looking for these opportunities. Stop sitting here like a website developer. Not like a website developer. Stop judging how good the website developer was. Make an informed decision on what you're reading. Is like propaganda in the wartime. We're currently experiencing a scamdemic. And all these websites that are developed by developers are probably coming from out of Myanmar, where the human trafficking compounds are. People are getting tortured, beaten, and told to produce these websites and told to communicate with people and entice them to put their money into these platforms. As soon as the money goes in and you transfer your USDT to a wallet address, you are literally, unfortunately, going to lose every penny. There's no crypto recovery. Now, speaking to my friend that rang me yesterday, he was telling me that his phone's been running off the hook because now they're telling him they can get his money back. So he's on another wave of being scammed. And because he's so far invested and he's devastated, it's an easy thing for him to think that there is such a thing as crypto recovery agents. And there isn't. I hate them. I hate all of them. I don't care who you are. It's just, even if you do class action lawsuits, you spend most of your money in lawyers' fees. Once your money has gone, it is gone. Now, how do I help you identify these websites? Now, I'm not a genius, but what I did is I just went Command A on the keyboard and highlighted the whole website. I went to ChatGPT and I pasted the whole website into ChatGPT, and then I gave it this command. And it's not rocket science. It is. I would like to do a review on that website, and I have cut and paste the homepage text, and I want you to highlight all the red flags that you can see. So that's the command I've given ChatGPT, and you can see I didn't even format it. I just pasted it in there. And then ChatGPT said, "No problem, Mr. Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger." And it's come out and it's exposed all the red flags. So it's not rocket science. Major red flags, fake credibility, Swiss connection, it just goes crazier and crazier and crazier. Now, contact us. Let's have a look. Okay, we've got a UK phone number. So what you could do is you could literally ring that phone number and see whether it works. You can also see that they've got another domain name there as well, which is interesting, which I haven't even looked at. So what I'm going to do is going to put together a blog. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that phone number into WhatsApp, and I've got a special place where I just drop a phone number like that into WhatsApp. And actually, I think I can show you this. I don't really want to show you everything. No, I won't show you what I need to show you unless I use my phone. I don't need to show you. But what I've done is I've put +44 in front of the number. I've dropped that into WhatsApp. And then once you do that, it creates a hyperlink. And you can click on the number. And normally it pops up and says chat with that person. This particular number doesn't actually work that way. I could ring it, but I'm not going to do a cold call. The other thing you could do is you could search for that phone number, and you could just go to Google, chuck that phone number in, and you'll see that that phone number actually does bring up SwissGuard. Now, if they've used that phone number multiple times on multiple scams and they've cloned that website 100 times, you'll probably find that is exactly the same. Now, the format of a phone number. So if I put it in speech marks and put 07, that will be an area code, I'm assuming. So if I go 07 and then I break those into 4 digits and put another colon at the end of it, now that's in a phone number that you might find somewhere else. And didn't find anything. It's just Murphy's Law. So if you put it in speech marks, it will tell Google that you want to do an exact search for something that's formatted that way. So if I went back to what I did and went +64 and went enter, nothing happens. But if I go here, boom. Now we found a whole lot of things. Now what Google's actually doing there is searching for this, that, and that. Just like if you search for Danny de Hek, it would search for Danny, D, and Hek. So those results aren't really going to help me find if that phone number's been used anywhere else. But you can see if I go back to the website and grab the phone number and I use it in the same format that they have, so they've got no spaces, no nothing, and I chuck that into here, I'm going to find that exact phrase. So it just sort of helping you. So I'm going to do something different. So I'm going to go 64021961652, which is my phone number. And now you'll see that you can see my phone number pops up everywhere because I publicize my phone number. But if I changed it to 021, I would still find myself, but I'd find different search results. But then if I decided to break it into like that there, I will now find probably results that aren't mine, from other websites. So every time, so this number, for some reason, this site that's come up here has got my last 3 digits of my phone number, my first 3 digits, my middle, it's all reversed, but it still comes up because it's searching what I call willy-nilly. Hope that helps. Right, the next one I can see is Swiss something capital. So now what I can do is I can come back to ChatGPT and I go, what can you tell me about the domain? And I put that in there. Hello. Oh, hello. I've got new people in the chat room. I'll put your message on the top. And now we can see that as a domain name.
Swissborgcapital.com is a domain that raises significant concerns regarding its legitimacy and trustworthiness. Several red flags have been identified that suggest potential fraudulent activity associated with this website.
Right. I mean, that's pretty good going, isn't it? And we were on another video just earlier, and I was showing people how you can search for, website addresses. So I'm just going to go back and see if I can do that. So first thing I did is I asked it to do a search. Previously, before we started this video, we were researching a wee company called Power Pipe, and it said that their domain name was blocked and you couldn't get any information. So then I used my own domain name, dehek.com, and it come up and told me I do scam investigations and blah, blah, blah. Quite good information. And then I went and did the swissguard.io, and it come up and said low trust score, negative reviews, blah, blah, blah. And then I've told it to write me the description, and then I've gone live, and here we are talking to you now. So you can see I've built up a whole history, asked it for some keywords and phrases, description, blah, blah, blah. And now I've found this other domain name on the website. So even though it was an email address, the first thing I could do is I could literally just go to that website address and see what happens. Nothing happens. So now what I can do is I can get that website address. I go to archive.org and I put that website address in archive.org, and I just take out all the HTTP stuff, and I do a search on that domain name to see whether it's had any history on the internet, and it hasn't. So it's over a brand new domain name, but we can see that ChatGPT's already told me it's got problems and issues and, blah, 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 check its authenticity, and it's not saying it's in a good way. But now what we're going to do is we're going to go to SwissGuard, and we're going to put that into ChatGPT. Sorry, we're going to put that into archive.org. And you can see that this domain name, this company that somebody's just put $50,000+ into, has only been around since 2024. So what I like to do is I click on the bar, and now you'll see the first time it ever got looked at by anyone was on the 16th. Now, sometimes you click on these and they don't actually work. So if you right click on them and go, it didn't work. I'm going to go back to this. Oh, hold it. It's been naughty. But normally if you right click on them and go copy link address and paste, it should pop up and show the very first time the site was under construction. So now we're going to go to the next page and see what happened when they first went live. Okay. So sometimes they'll get a grab when the site's under construction, and you can see who they really are or what the site used to be, which is quite handy. So don't ever underestimate the power of archive.org, and it's quite cool. So what I'm going to do just while that's playing around is I'm going to go archive.org, and I'm going to show you a website I used to own just to show you the power of archive.org. So I'm going to a site called New Zealand NZ.co.nz, and this is my own website. Now in 2004, that was when my website was really pumping. So you can see the traffic, and the more times it visits your website means your website was active. I was getting 25,000 individual people to my website a day out in 2024. So you come down here, you can see it's visited me quite a lot. And then you can come along here and you can see it even visited me twice on a day. And then you click on that link, and it will bring up my old website, my travel and tourism website. And, so, it's quite cool. It's quite a powerful tool. But here we go. So now we've got the start of this website, which I think the style sheet hasn't loaded because it's displaying different. But you can see this is just a one-page website. And this is the first time this website. So you might, if you went to the Contact Us page, you might find something that you didn't see. But you can see that this website, if it loaded with the style sheet, and the style sheets make things look beautiful. So it's exactly the same. They haven't updated it, to the current version. So here's the current version, and you can see it's got the style sheet. So that's why it looks so pretty. But anything that says we want money on the homepage is just a scam. And everything, all they want you to do is funnel you into this page that comes up next. And then they'll start the process of extracting money out of you. So it's pretty pretty poor, to be honest. All right, so what I want to do is I want to read through these flags, and I want to create a blog, and then I can help other people. And this video will be here to help people. So if you have researched the internet and you found the Swiss Guard people, and you are thinking of putting your money in here, and you thought you'd do a quick search and you found me, I'm very approachable. Reach out to me. And if I can do anything, or anyone's been scammed by these companies, let me know, or comment below this blog or in this video and let me know if you know. I can't recover your crypto, and I can't do anything about it other than help warn other people. So that's what the truth of the matter is. So I've actually sent a message to the guy who rang me yesterday, and hopefully he's watching. And if you do want to, Brian, you're more than welcome to phone, and I can put you on the in the show, and we could hear your voice. You don't have to be on camera, and you're more than welcome to ring me, because we are broadcasting this live. But in the meantime, I've created an image. I think what I want to do is have a look at a few other things. So we've obviously found it on archive.org. So we now can go back to ChatGPT. And so I actually want to create a blog about this company to help others from getting scammed. I'm going to feed you some information that I want you to keep and build your knowledge base until we're ready to ask you to create the blog. So this is literally how you can talk to ChatGPT. So I ping that away. Now watch what ChatGPT was doing here. It's going to come up and say, I remembered that. Let's see what it says. So I actually want to create a blog about this company for getting scammers. Okay, keep feeding me details, and I'll continue building my knowledge until you're ready for the blog. Let me know what you want to track next. Well, I have gone to archive.org, and I can see the first time the website was indexed was on 2024, and it hasn't been updated since then. So that's going to be, so what I'm going to do, did I shut that down after all that excitement? Oh, no, I didn't. So the first time we actually got anything about this was April the 16th. So now I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to go, I've gone to archive, and you can see the first time that it was in, it was on April the 16th, 2020, and it hasn't been updated since then. The website is also a one-page website that just has a login portal. Yeah, so I'm just going to ping that in there, and then that means I can shut down that window. I can shut down this window. Now, I've gone to, now I'll go back to ChatGPT, and it's updating its database. It's having a bit of a headache. Memory updated. Thank you very much. Noted that red flag. Massive. That's a massive red flag, it says. Well, sure, it's really good. And now the next thing I'm going to do is say, they don't have a presence on, they do have a presence on Trustpilot, which I don't like, because they allow scammers to add fake reviews. However, in this case, they do have a star rating. Right, so they have a star rating of 2.9. 2.9. And how many reviews do they have? 2 reviews. So they have 2 reviews, and the company has even had the balls to reply to one of them. I'm going to paste them below to build your knowledge base. So now we come here. So we're going to go here, and we will go down to here. So the first one's from, this is May, date of experience. And I'm just going to literally cut and paste, let ChatGPT do what it does, press enter a few times, come back here. Now the second one was disgusting, because this guy, Derek Brown, he said, scam company, hopefully this will stop some people from making bad decisions. Now I've reached out to Trustpilot multiple times, and they tell me they have systems for cleaning up all their shit. Well, they don't, because there's shit right there in front of me. Right, so now I'm going to come through here and just chuck all that into ChatGPT. And there's not a hell of a lot for me to actually research on this. And some people go, well, I want solid rock evidence. And I go, well, of course you do, and so do I. But if I gave you a glass of water because you were thirsty and I said, oh, by the way, there's 1% cyanide in it, would that still make you think, oh, it's only 1%, 99% of it's good, I'm going to drink it anyway? Of course you wouldn't. You'd be silly. Okay, so now I'm going to actually, I want to write, right, Swiss Guard. So now what it's saying, it's mapping the blog. Could you just...
Got it. SwissGuard.io managing their Trustpilot presence and dismissing negative reviews is a classic scam tactic. Their attempt to look legitimate while having no real company details, fake addresses, and a history of cold calling victims strengthens the case that this is a fraudulent operation. Keep the info coming, and we'll expose every angle in the blog.
Oh, sounds good, ChatGPT. Could you please write me a Trustpilot review that I could add so that I can warn others, and also let them know that I have actually done a review about this company and they are fraudulent. All right, so now I'm going to just ask ChatGPT while I'm here to write me a review. Okay, so whether I will be able to keep that in, and this is the part that I don't like. Because let's go to my review here. I log in. I'm going to log in using, me. Yep, use the right one. And here I am. So I'm going to write a review. And I'm going to give it a 1-star review. And give it a title. So I've got emojis in there. I'm going to go back to Trustpilot. And this is how you can help fight scams. So we come here.
SwissGuard.io is not a legitimate financial service. It is a scam designed to trick people into handing over their money. After thoroughly investigating this so-called crypto management and recovery service, I uncovered multiple red flags that prove this company is not to be trusted. Warning sign: key red flags. Red circle: fake Swiss identity. Claims to be based in Switzerland, but has no valid business registration. Only a fake address. Chem du Canal 5, 1269, Switzerland. Red circle: cold calling victims. People are receiving calls from Emma Oswin claiming they can help recover lost funds, but instead, they ask for an activation fee. A classic scam tactic. Red circle: no transparency, no real team members, no CEO, no verifiable financial backing, just vague claims of trust and security. Red circle: suspicious website, first indexed on April 16, 2024, and has not been updated since. It's just a one-page login portal. A common sign of a phishing site. Red circle: fake fund recovery services. They claim to help victims recover money from scams, yet their only goal is to scam victims a second time. Never trust a recovery service that asks for upfront payments. Speech bubble: I have personally reviewed SwissGuard.io in depth and exposed them for what they truly are, a fraudulent scam operation. If you want to see the full breakdown, watch my detailed investigation on my YouTube channel, the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, Danny de Hek. Crossmark: do not send them money. Do not trust their calls. Warn others before they get scammed.
Right, now the stupid thing about this is Trustpilot will write back to me telling me this wasn't a genuine experience, because the scam company will get a notification saying that Danny de Hek's done a review on them, and they will click a button to say that they want Danny de Hek to provide details of doing business with them. And I haven't got that. So it's ridiculous. So you can't really win. So that review will probably get removed. But let's have a look. So if you, so what we're going to do is we're going to, please make sure we include the link to their Trustpilot review when we produce the blog. Here's the link. So yeah, so this is how you can talk to ChatGPT, which is pretty cool. Oops, now it's gone crazy. Hold it, because Danny, link, chat. And I'll make that sure that's blog, right. And I just, oh goodness me, I have got, I've got problems. Okay, here, we'll just do it again. Please make sure we include the link to Trustpilot when we do the blog. Here is the link. Right, so that's good, and enter that. So I don't know if there's anything else really, but if a company doesn't have a big footprint and you can't find much information about them, it's a pretty pretty bad review. All right, so now we've got, we've also got a warning at. Put the space. Swiss Guard. So I don't scam advisor. Yeah, sorry, negative highlights. So I'm just going to copy that, even though ChatGPT grabs information from here. And then I'll just make sure. So so now I'll put that in there, chuck that in there. So that's a couple of sources of information. Not that it's going to save us. What have we got? List of reported scam companies 2025. And so what we could do is we could just grab SwissGuard's name and see whether we'll go there. Let's see if they're listed in there. SwissGuard, right. Okay, so we've got, oh my goodness. Look how many names there is. Isn't that quite handy though? So they're also listed on that. So look how many names. I thought my list was pretty cool. You know, in fact, you just about want to grab all those. But look at how many. So you're thinking, how do I know if something's a scam? And then you look through this list here and you're thinking, wonder if anyone else is doing it. I mean, this is why I don't even spend too much time on it. But this is just absolutely crazy. Crazy. That would take me a lifetime of work if I went through and did a review on all these sites. But these will all be from the human trafficking compounds. They would be just producing these. Look, I just can't even. I'm using the scroll bar, and to go from top to bottom, if I go one, I'm going as fast as stop now. I've lost it. But you get the idea. This is just a big list of names. It's just like, look at the names that you've gotten here. And these are all domain names that people have registered to defraud people. Look, even if we get one, I don't know if we can highlight that. I'm just, I can't even highlight them. So that makes it even harder. So now we're going to go back to the top of this page. And we're going to go back to here, a list of reported scams in 2000, part 3. Oh my God, this is not even the first page. Who is this organization? Listed the fraudulent database, our fraudulent data. I can't even copy this website. They've stopped people copying it. Isn't that crazy? But anyway, I don't know if we need to put that in there, but you get the idea. It's already been flagged, a Ponzi scheme. Anything that's got Ponzi scheme, if you search for scam and a domain name and information comes up, it's a scam. I don't need to carry it on. But anyway, that's good enough for me. So let's do the good stuff. You've done a good job. Thank you very much. Can you please make me an informative blog? No limit on length. Okay, and I'm going to answer my phone. No limit. It won't be a second. People are funny. I've got an outdoor shop, and to be advertised in Google, you have to put a return address in case something goes wrong. So I put a return address, and people turn up at the return address trying to find the shop. And I go, we don't have a shop. We're online only. And they go, oh, but you've got an address on your website. And I go, yeah, it's for returns, right? And they go, yes. And I said, have you got something to return? And they go, no. But I thought if you had a return address, you'd have a shop and a bricks and mortar. And I go, no, we don't. But when you are looking at a product that says it takes 1 to 5 days to get the tracking, and it can take, I think it's 7 to 21 days to receive the product. So they must think we're really weird. But anyway, I get these phone calls. Thanks for that. Now you can see it's written a pretty good thing. The only problem is it didn't mention anything about the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. And I like them to write these blogs like I wrote them. So I'm going to say that to look, oops, I forgot to mention that I would like a story-like blog written. And also I want it to be written like the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger has written the information. So that's what I normally tell it. And then I have a shortcut key which I use, dunk, and it says my name. And now it tells ChatGPT a little bit about me, is Danny. So now what I've done is I've basically said, so now it's going to rewrite the blog. Oh, no. And now it's got my name in the title, which is a waste. So, yes. So, no. So now I need to, while that's doing that, I'm going to propose I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme. I'm talking to another fraudulent scheme. So it's done what I've wanted to, but I don't want that title. So now I have to wait for it to please do not use my name in the title. So I have to wait for it to finish now. But anyway, I can get it all ready. First thing we're going to do is go and get my blog ready. So I go to WordPress. I have a shortcut key for that as well. And that's loading. Let's see if that's finished. Right. And so it's a very good blog, and it's informative enough where you really would have to be kind of dumb if you didn't listen to the words. If you know what I mean? I don't mean disrespect for anyone that didn't read it and didn't understand. But anyway, so that's cool. That's excellent. I love the blog. It's fantastic. However, do not waste good SEO. Good SEO by having my name in the title. Can we please have a new title that will be good for search engines when people are searching whether Swiss Guard, guard.com is a scam or legitimate. And remember, you have 100 character limit. Please update the title. So now we've got it telling it that. And let's see what it's done this time. Oh, and it doesn't know the crypto scam or platform investment platform. So it just sometimes doesn't quite get what I want. But what I can do is go to ChatGPT in a different window and can you please give me a better title than this one? I have 100 character limit. Put the title in there. Oops. Scam. I want to cover everything I can think of to help someone find this blog I am writing, and the better the title, the better the title, the more chances. Investment scams is what people are losing thousands of dollars with. So I just did that. I don't know if that's a good idea, but let's have a go. And it says optimize Swiss scam, the truth about crypto investment scams to lose your money. Okay, so that's a better title than the one they gave me. And now I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and have a bit of an argument and actually going to say, don't you think this title is better? And then I give it the one I've got. And then see what it says. Lose your money. Right, so while that's writing that, so this is what I do. I literally come here, I get my blog, I put the title in here. Boom. I go and get, oh my goodness, I've got my thing on. Put my title in there. I go down and get my picture, which won't be the best picture. Upload files. Swiss Guard. I rename the picture, and I go back and if you're doing a blog and you want a bit of help getting your blogs out there, then what you want to do is make sure that your image file name is the same as the title of your blog. And this will help it rank better in search engines when people search normally for any part of your file names. Now, places like YouTube, when you upload your thumbnail, it will probably rename them. So you don't get an advantage there. But when you're creating your own blog, you want to really make sure that the images that you upgrade, which you can see in here, these are my blog images. And before you know it, the image will upload. And then there's this alt tag. Now, the alt tag is where you hold your mouse over it, and it tells you what the picture says. Now, that's designed for blind people, so they can read with their phones. So do that if you can. It makes it nicer for a blind person to find out what you've written. You might get more followers that way. So I come back here now, and then I've got the blog. And there's my blog, copy. I don't like all the emojis, but I can't upload removing those today. And before you know it, I now have a new blog. Now, I do a few things a bit different. So you've got to have links pointing back to who you are. So the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, if I search for that, I'll find my listing in the New York Times. So there's the New York Times link. There's me in the New York Times. Look at that. So now I go back to my blog and I link that through to the New York Times. That's what you call an external link. By having an external link, you'll get brownie points for SEO. And then you've got Danny de Hek. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to link my name back to the homepage of my website. And that's what you call an internal link. So you do that, and it's going to be cool. Now, the swissguard.io, do I like linking to a scam site? Not really, but I'm going to anyway because I want people to have the confirmation. But that might actually bring my SEO score down, because if that's been reported as a scam or flagged by MetaMask and all that sort of carry on, unfortunately, it's not a good thing. But anyway, I'm going to link to it and take that risk, because my website's got so much scam stuff all over it. If that was going to work against me, it already has. Right, so now I always use an image because I like looking consistent. I use the same image that I can replace that image throughout my whole website in a flash, rather than have to update all my websites. So there's Danny. I link the image back to my own domain name as well. And now when you look at that, you'll see that my score over here, SEO score, is 80 out of 100. So I want that to be green. So now what I'm doing is I'm going through here and I'm making sure that I've got things the way I like. So that's heading to B. That's fine. On a mobile phone, that's going to look really cool. Now, I don't know how many emojis I've got. They haven't got a hell of a lot, so I'm actually going to leave them here this time. But sometimes these emojis don't show, and it's a bit of a pain. So I'm going to read this blog in a few minutes. Also, we've got the link to Trustpilot review. Fortunately enough, it's given it to me like this. I'm going to leave it like that, even though it doesn't look that pretty. Swissguard, trading disputes, stay away, and it's got a pretty good information blog. Right, so now I go back to ChatGPT and I tell it I've got commands set up for everything. So I just literally type in the word chat, G, and the number 2. And it comes up and says, could you please provide me a list of high-ranking keywords and hashtags, and give me a 160-word excerpt. An excerpt is a summary of the whole blog, and a 60-character title, because I need one of those for SEO. So if you go back to my blog, go to the bottom, you'll see that the title here, so that box there is what it's going to look like if somebody searches for it on the internet. But notice it's got FR ... I prefer to have a title that fits. So I take out the other title, and now we've got, I'm going to even do an exclamation mark, and now we've got a title that is probably going to be more user-friendly. Notice it's got a default one there saying I'm Danny de Hek, crypto, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to change that. So I go back to my excerpt, copy that, and I put the excerpt in the right place. Now, the excerpt can only be 160 characters long. So I come down here and it will tell me that it's 154 characters long. Isn't ChatGPT amazing? So that's brilliant. So now we've got, instead of Danny de Hek, blah, 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 we've got swissguard.io in the description and in the title and in the name and in the picture. So now my SEO score has gone right up to nearly as much as I can get at the moment. So the other one is tags. Tags are really powerful. So if I go back to here, I've got tags. Tags are just basically keywords that people may search for. Now, when I just come along to my page here, I just chuck in the tags, boom. And what it's actually done, it's actually created a page for each tag. And these are amazing. Tags are very important for creating a big footprint. So now I've got everything pretty much tickly boo, except for the category. Now I've got a category called whistleblowers. That could be a whistleblower blowing this company, or a Ponzi scheme or a scam alert. I think it's a scam alert. So there we go. So now I have a pretty extensive blog, 93. I could have what they call down the bottom here, you could have what you call a focus keyword. And I don't normally use that. But let's see what happens if I do use that, add that score. And it's telling me that that focus keyword, it's given me a few tips that I could do better. And now my score rating actually went down. But I'm going to leave that there for a change. Because if you do things exactly the same every time, is that May Somerville in the chat room? I get these messages. I remember we've had you here before. The person hated more than Danny. Wonder who that is. I don't know. I've forgotten. We've chatted, haven't we? Anyway, so now what we've got is a kind of a pretty good blog. Now, how I stumbled across the scam, it's talking like I wrote it. And then it's got the flags about blah, 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 stay away. So what I want to do is I want to come to the top here and I want to find the blog that I'm writing. I'm just going to put that in the right place. That's not working. I'm going to do this a different way. I'm going to find the video that we're doing at the moment. So I need to go to streaming. I need to go to lives. There it is, SwissGuard. And then I go copy. Right. And now I'm going back to my blog and I'm going to add a video. And the video is the one that we're doing as we speak. So that's how we roll. So first of all, you put the video title in, title at the center. We need it to be the right dimensions. So I could put 2800 by pixel. When people go to my website, I want it to start playing, but I don't want to start playing with sound because it might be watching it at work. And also I want to get we space at the bottom, 20 pixels. There we go. And boom, before you know it, here is my content. Boom, like that. And hopefully we can get that picture lined up where it should be needed to go. That's it. And then I'm just going to put that down. Right, so technically speaking, you won't know this, but when I click that button there, you'll see that it fits perfectly. I don't know what that button there is. What is that? There's a space in there that does not. That's true. So I can actually get rid of that now. Boom. And if I go into that one, it should have a nice picture of Molly, which it doesn't. Let's see if we can get that there. Up, up, up. And I've lost my picture. But anyway, I'm going to fix that up. 1 second, please, caller. I just don't normally do things. That's what happens when you do things live. We've got Danny, got the right picture. There's Donny. And there. Excellent picture. Custom URL. Boom. Delete. Update. Save. Beautiful. So now what we will have, notice our scam score, our SEO score is 100 out of 100. So that tells me that everything that this company is called All-in-One CEO, which I use on my website, is telling me is I've done every trick known to man to get a perfect score. And I don't get those all the time, but when you search for this blog, it will come up in the results. So there's going to be a blog with me holding my hand on my head. There's a video that we're doing right now, as you can see, no sound. There I am, showing you my SEO score. And now we've got an extensive blog, which I'm now I've got this content. I want it so when people search for this company, we intercept the scammer. Now, the scammer could come after me. Ooh, I'm really scared. Now, there is one other thing that we wanted to do on this. We wanted to, could you please redo the YouTube description to match the blog so we can be more informative for when people are searching YouTube. Right, so, and then I tell it what to do over a command. And so now, boom. So now I can go back to here and I go copy the link. Oh, no, I don't. I go open that video. And this is the video that we're doing right now. Hello, Danny. I go back to here and we've got a big title. We'll put that title in here and we've got a 100 character limit and it's perfect. Now we go to Swiss. It's still writing it. Come on. Right. Red flags. Now you notice I'm not reading anything. It's quite arcane, isn't it? But I think it's a laugh. I think I might need to change the battery in my camera in a second. If we lose you in a minute, that's because I need to change the battery in the camera. And hopefully that's not going to be too long for my YouTube description, even though I told it to keep it to 5,000 characters. Sometimes it goes off the Raptor scale. Let's see what it says. It's looking too long. So let's see what it does. Okay, it's going to be too long, I think. So it's gone crazy on us. I want to tell it it's a great review, but you've listened to us. So everything's character limit, which is a bit of a pain. Let's have a listen here. Stay away. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is a YouTube description. I cannot have more than 5,000 characters. It looks like you've gone to town with this description. Can you please redo it and make it less than 5,000 characters? Oh my God, they obviously don't know who I am. I'm a live YouTuber. Look, it's still going. Oh my goodness, I think it's rewritten a blog and now it's subscribed. And also, so now I want to tell, and please do not worry about telling people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an ending I always use. Right, let's see, did that do it? Now we'll have to go through the whole process again. It's crazy. So ChatGPT is amazing, then sometimes it just makes these silly little mistakes which makes you laugh. Is my friend though, you know what I'm saying? Swiss Guard. Okay, so now we've got the same one and under 5,000. Now it will give me an extra short description. It's just crazy. But I do, as I said, I do have an end that I use. So I'll grab that end while we're waiting for that to do that. So not to bore you too much, but it's always fun to show you how this sort of stuff works. So the first thing we do is we grab the title, get rid of all that there, put my end on it. And then I'll go back to the thing here and we should have some tags which are here. So that's where I use them and I'll put them at the end there. All right, so there we go. And then I'm all ready for what will probably be a too short description now. So it will go to 6,500 characters and then all of a sudden it will cut it back to 3,500. Normally that's what happens. This looks more better. Okay, so let's see what happened. 5,000 character limit. And let's go to the video and we'll paste and see how we get on. Bang. And we have, oh my God, 4,380 with my bits at the end. So that's pretty cool. And then what I like to do while you're doing this is sometimes you look at the format of it and you think, oh, it'd be nice to have all the bolds and bolds. So where it's got the bold and the bold, I normally go put a wee hashtag thingy. It was called a hashtag. No, it's not a hashtag. It's a star. And I'm going to actually go to town because all these dots, I reckon we'll just put weed. And what I'm doing is I'm making those, when people look at this, this will be all bold, which I quite like the bold. And I also like spaces. I don't like things hard up against each other. Swiss, what's that? Swiss victims by, I don't know what that. It's got an extra character in there that we don't know needs. Alrighty. Final verdict. So what have we got here? What looks nice? So we've got final verdict in bold. Final verdict in bold. Final verdict. Boom. All right. So what have we got? We've got leverage. So where it's got these dots, and I spend a lot of time doing my description, unrealistic whatever's, accounts with. Yeah. So I probably could actually be naughty and put that like that. And then I can put these hyphens on each one of these words and they'll turn into bullet points. No regular disclosures, no regular. So that is actually meant to be up there. Oh, it's going to look pretty hot now, guys. I'll show you the finished result, hopefully in a wee while. Finished, that's 1, 2. So we could actually get rid of those emojis and actually go 1 and 2, which will be better on different devices. Trustpilot reviews. What happened there? Trustpilot reviews. So that was a Derek Brown. Derek Brown. So Derek Brown, he will be a bullet point. How did we get Derek Brown? Derek Brown. And then we've got Bogard. He gave 3. So we go 1, 2, 3. And then I've got them all in bullet points. Oh, no, Derek Brown didn't need to be in bullet points. There we go. And then we've got, so that's a wee bit, I don't know how to say it, but not quite what I want, but it will do. And then I've got 4 bullet points under high risk Swissguard. High risk Swissguard. So I'm going to go up to here and do the same as I did last time. Hyphen. I wish you could tell ChatGPT to do this, but it doesn't quite work that way. Scam advisor. And now we come here and we've got ghost something or other. Ghost 3 claims. Swish. Red flags were proven something scam. The red flags. Where's the ghost one come into it? Ghost. Oh, I see ghost. Ghost. Where did it read that? Oh, ghost. So that's going to be another hyphen. Another hyphen. Another hyphen. And we're looking pretty good. So no transparency. No transparency. So that's 3 bullet points. Story of my life. All this for a YouTube description. Hope you guys appreciate it. If you want to support me, buy me a cup of coffee. That'd be nice. Right. So I'm thinking looking pretty good. And I go save. Right. And now I'm going to go have a look at that blog. Let's see. So that's 3 bullet points, which is me. And I come down here and I look at the description. And these, when I finish this live, all these here will be bold and they will be dots. But in the meantime, it's not really going to have in Bogard. Oh, yeah, that's right. Derek. Perfect. Perfect. And that's pretty cool. Now, the only thing we haven't done is we haven't added the blog. So we could read the blog. Read the review. Oops. Review. And then I will go get the blog, which we've got here. We'll get the URL. We'll put that in there, and we'll also grab the title of the blog and that colon space up. Right, there we go. Now I'll also make that bold. Boom, and we'll go save. All right, so that's how we do that. So now we've got the updated video that we're doing right now. We've got who's the person that hated Danny the most? Who was your channel? Go to channel activity. Let's have a look, see who you are. Joined a month ago. Oh, is that right? That's good. Go to channel. There we go. So let's have a look. The truth shall prevail, scammers. Don't know who that is. Could be anybody. Alrighty, so now we've just got one other thing to do, and then I'm going to call it a day. But it's not rocket science. This is my blog. I want to get a bigger footprint. So I currently have 6 platforms where I blog daily. And I'll show you them one at a time. So I want to reproduce my blog and put it on other platforms, basically. So there's my title. It's going to be too long for some of my blogs, but majority of them, it's fine. So there's LinkedIn, buy me a cup of coffee before you lose. Oh, that's great. So that works out good. Let's cut it off at the right time. Blogger, new post, and I've got a blog there, and also we've got post. And then we go text images. Right, and I'll put the title there. So it's got, it's telling me here it's got links for some of these can allow you to put a video. So I notice this here. So I can put a video, I can embed a video, and I'll put there, this is on Patreon. So here's my video, voila. So now I've got me in the video. This here is the same. You can come along here and you can get a video of YouTube. they let you search for the video, you hit enter, there's my video, and now I go insert that video, and then I have to walk around with it like this. It's just ridiculous. That works. Alrighty. And also I can tell it to put an image because I can. So now I find my image. I find my image that I've saved. Before you know it, the image have turned up. And then there's a trick with the image. You need to click the image and tell it to use extra large. And before you know it, you now have a video and an image ready for a blog. This one here, tell your story. Right, I think I've still got the video in the clipboard. So you put that and look at this. The video turns up. It's getting better and better. But I also want to have the picture. So there's the ink picture, Swiss Guard, that's loading there. Brilliant. This one here, they also allow you to have a video. So you've got the video on the clipboard, so I use it, and they also allow you to have a picture. So now I've got both. Hopefully that will go above. No, and it didn't. It went below. So now we're going to switch it around. So there we go. So now we're ready for the blog. Just trying to find that. There we go. LinkedIn, they always like pictures, so you find that picture. And this is the day-to-day life of the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Add a subtitle. Well, that's different. First of all, we're going to add a image. Next thing we're going to add down here is, because it's in the clipboard, we will find I think we can just paste it here. We can on that one. You get used to them after a while. There we go, already. So now I need to grab a subtitle. A title is probably like the excerpt, to be honest. So why don't I just go and grab that old excerpt that we had, and I've never done this before. We'll do something different. Every time you do something different, you learn something new. Red flags and analysis. Okay, so I don't know why that was. We switched. Anyway, so now we're looking for, there we go, excerpt. And also one other wee trick while I've got here, if I ever have to do another video on this one here, I'm going to save it. I'm going to rename the thread to that company. And this one here, I'm going to delete that one. Anyway, so there's the excerpt. So I come back here and I add the subtitle, and there's a perfect summary of the whole blog that they're about to read. And now I do the easy stuff. I come and grab everything. I'm going to the top to the bottom, grab my blog and copy. Right. And yes, I do enjoy what I do. Right. There we go. And paste. Look at that. Instant blog links. And that's going to help me come up in the search engines. I go continue. I go, everyone can get that. Search now. Still here. And we could search for that name of that company if I can find it. Swiss. And I feel sorry for the real Swiss Guard company because they're not doing anything wrong. And they're meant to be in security. But people are passing off their names. So we might just put Danny de Hek in there as well. So if people search for me, they'll find my content, get distracted, and then come to me and say, can you help me get my money back? And I go, no. Okay, send to everyone. Sending now. That one's done. Okay, now we've got LinkedIn. LinkedIn's a wee bit different. LinkedIn want you to do an intro. So then you go next and intro. Boom. And normally I tag people in this, but we don't even know who these companies are. How I stumbled across that scam, and before you know it, publish. That's now published on that. Now I could publish that and share that on X, which I might as well. X, and I go post. So now I've got my blog that I've created on LinkedIn has been shared. Yes, that's my number, and that was cool. Neat. They got the astronauts home, isn't it? It's the best thing Elon Musk has done for a long time. Well. And that's live. So that one's done. So now I'm going to come back to here. I'll have to go get my blog again. Right click, copy, and we're looking at a new post and paste. So there's my blog. And now it says work category. I'm going to email it to 91 people and publish now. So that's my buy me a cup of coffee. Now, while we're on buy me a cup of coffee, if you're not familiar with buy me a cup of coffee, it's a great way to support YouTubers, people like myself. You can literally go buy us a $5 cup of coffee, and it's much appreciated. It's not rocket science. If you have been scammed and I've helped you in some form and you'd like to say thank you, it's not a requirement. It's just a suggestion. You can go to my website, dehek.com. On the bottom of my website, there's a wee buck of coffee down there. See, click it. Look at that. And when you go there, you can just put your name. You can keep it anonymous and give us $5. I appreciate it. What you can do as well is you can actually go to Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. Now, Buy Me a Cup of Coffee is a fantastic site. Everyone in business should have one. I've got memberships, so people can come along here and can buy a monthly membership. You can also go to post, and that's where you can see the blogs that I publish, and the one I've just done here, Swissguard, pretty cool. Or maybe you've got a scam and you've just invested. I had a guy the other day that paid me a couple $100 for 20 minutes of my time. I finished up spending about 2 or 3 hours, and we've still got the conversation going. But he invested in his mates $320,000 into a Ponzi scheme and didn't know it. So we did what we call an investment review. So we'll review a website for you. I'm not going to tell you it's got a good investment opportunity because that's not what I do, but I will highlight all the red flags. I'll just find red flags only. That's all I want to do. But you can sponsor a review on a website. So just like I'm doing on this website, and I've done a review on this company, like somebody's already lost 50 plus grand in here, and I'm now doing a review to help people from getting scammed. And that's what I'm doing here. So if you want to do that, that's what we're doing at the moment. But buy me a cup of coffee is a nice way to say thank you for my time. Right, now here we've got, I think we've still got it on the clipboard. Yes, we do. So there's my next one. This is Medium. Medium's a great place where you can post blogs, and it's a nice format for blogging. You don't have to have a big flash website to become a blogger. I think it's quite great. Now, the other thing I do want to do while I'm here is publishing my story, is I want to go to my stories. And I've got another one that I haven't published yet, but it only lets you do 2 a day if you're doing free. So there's my draft, House Scammers. I think this one was ready to go. Yeah, it was. Let's see if it lets me publish it. Binance Face, publish now. Publishing the story. Wow, look at that. 2 blogs in a day. That one's been sitting there for a month. I forgot to publish it one day. But yeah, we had these people ring you up with the camera on, and they literally steal your video and use it to open your Binance wallet. Isn't that crazy? That's what that video one was all about. That was about 6 weeks ago. Hope no one's got scammed before they read that. Right, another one. Let's see what we've got. I like to tidy some of these up. That one there's landed beautifully. So this one's going to have a video, and it's great. Publish that. Confirm. Getting through them now. The other one is Patreon. Patreon is a place where you're meant to do videos to your community and they pay you for it, but I don't have any community in my Patreon, but I still use it to post my content. So the question is, why do I do all these blogs? Why don't I just tell people to go to my website and read my blogs? That is because I have a massive footprint on the internet. People often wonder why I come up. If you do go to my website and you pick, say, a blog we did, let's go this one here will be a hard one to compete with. Now, everyone's investing in this company at the moment called UBX, and they think it's real and genuine. This guy here's a scammer. His name is Hitchcom. And Hitchcom is the dirty, disgusting bottom feeder of the world. Now, I want to make sure that when people do a search, that I come up. Now, if I search for that title, you will see that in the search results, we've got Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. That's my article. Behind MLM, well, I mentioned Behind MLM in my article, so no doubt that's why we both come up. And here is a good example. Here's my shared comment on X, and we have got this guy slaughtered. So if anyone searches for, let's say if somebody searches for scam, now we're going to find Behind MLM's got a stronger presence in the, and here's my blog. So Medium come up in the search results. Somebody clicks it, they land on my blog, they come through here, they can click onto Behind MLM, they can go to the website, they can go through here and read all about me and what I'm doing, and somewhere along here it should be a video that links back to me, and that's how people get to my website. Now, there was something else in there that I thought was quite interesting, which we bypassed, but you can see here that on my website, dehek.com, it's got a tag. Now, remember we added those tags into the blog? Well, when you click on that tag, it creates a page. It creates one page that could come up in the search engine that leads to the blog I want them to read. If I went into crypto investment scab tags, you can see how it's clustered all the times I've written a blog and used that same phrase. And these tags are amazing. So if we wanted to find out anything about Sam Lee, then I've got a tag called Sam Lee, and every video I've done with Sam Lee in it is clustered together in one page. And what that basically means is that when people search for Sam Lee scammer or scammer question mark, because they're trying to find information on them, the chances of me coming up somewhere in these search results is quite high, but not high enough today because I'm not even coming up in the top 10. But, it's hard to come up in the search engines, and I don't even come up here. So maybe that was not a good example. But if you cross references and you know that Sam Lee and Danny are friends, then you'll probably find buy me a cup of coffee, see, comes up. And that's how it works. So it's about, people finding you, finding your content leading back to the playground or the sports ground where you're actually playing the game, and that's what I'm doing here. So what I'm effectively trying to do is when people search for swissguard.iou, is it a scam? Then the thing will come up as one of my bits of content I've just published. And at the moment, you can see that they have only Trustpilot, which I hate, only has 2 reviews, and my review probably will never even show. And then you've got the SwissGuard Legit, recovering lost money, and here they are. And now they will probably rebrand and start a new website within 10 minutes. And then, but this time when somebody searches for it, my content should come up around the top here. And that's how we help save people from getting scammed. Hope that was useful. It's just a quick video. I'm going to go away and enjoy the rest of my Friday. It's 20 past 11 here in New Zealand. I am Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Thank you for being here with me. And I'm sorry that my mate Brian got scammed. And I thought I'd do a video to help the next person that may be thinking about giving over their money. Now, I'm not 100% sure by when I did this video, it did sound like that SwissGuard was actually a recovery company that was helping people recover their funds back. And it may have not been the company that he actually put his money into. And we didn't really get much of a text conversation going. We did have a talk from the phone for about half an hour. So my point is, this company may not be asking you to invest money. It may be asking you to give them money to recover your crypto funds. And I may have got my wires crossed there. But at the end of the day, it's just another scam. Another company out there claiming to do something they're not going to do other than just take your money. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see you in the next video. I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, here to here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. We'll see you in the next video.